Hey guys, it's Andrew with Zocomo TV, and I have a quick update on our freshwater aquarium. For those of you who are new to the channel, my mission is simple. I want to educate and inspire people to have more life in their lives. So if you want to get to know more about freshwater aquariums, about saltwater aquariums, reptiles, gardening, hit that subscribe button and you'll find more videos on all those topics. Watch our videos and follow along as we learn how to take better care of our animals and how to grow our own food and enjoy the wildlife that comes to our garden. So this is our freshwater tank Lilac. For those of you who watched the older videos, we used to have guppies and we had a huge growth of photosynthetic algae, and I did a huge water change with distilled water and ended up killing the guppies. My fault. Mistake done. Don't ever use distilled water unless you're just topping off the water. A couple changes. This plant here, which is a I think it's a red undulata, it has exploded. It used to be just this big, and it's, as you can see, it's easily quadrupled in size. This cardinal plant, it's kind of been melting. I think it's mainly because of the water quality. As you can see, the water is obviously really green, and even if I turn on the blue light, it still looks pretty green. A piece of it did break off, and I ended up planting it here in the gravel, so that was kind of cool. I've got our Anubias nana still doing well. The one plant that just didn't do well was our it was a compact Amazon, and I had to just take it out because it was just melting. So I replaced it with this fern, which from what I understand, ferns are a lot easier to take care of. So now we have the fern. Now the other thing is, yesterday I tested our tap water because I wanted to make sure the water going into the aquarium wasn't poor quality. And the tap water yesterday, our pH is in the high 7s, so about 7.8. Ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate all came up as 0, and alkalinity, it's a KH test, it came out as 5. So I'm not really concerned about our tap water. The aquarium water, I tested right after cleaning the glass. Our pH was in the mid to high 7s. Our nitrites and nitrates were 0. Our alkalinity was about 4, maybe 5, but I'm pretty sure it was 4. But the ammonia, we did test ammonia. It was 0.25 to 0.5, so not a lot. It could have been from the water that, or the stuff that I cleaned off the glass was just decomposing quickly, but it was enough for me to realize, hey, there's something wrong with the water. And something my wife noticed, Brittany, Lilac, she's getting some white on her gills. If the camera would focus, it'd be nice. So you can see there on her gills, she's got some white. And we're not sure what it is. I think it's mainly from the ammonia. We're also thinking maybe it's early stages of columnaris, which is like a bacteria. So just in case, we're going to... Gosh, this camera is not focusing at all. So sorry about that. But in case it's early stages of columnaris, we're going to take her out, put her in a hospital tank, try to take care of her, put a salt bath. But there you have Lilac, and hopefully we'll be able to take care of her. Here's a better lighting and better angle on Lilac, some of that white on her gills. We're not really sure what's going on, but just to be safe, we're going to put her in that hospital tank, and I'm going to make sure I'm doing water changes on this tank too, still every other day, because I want to make sure the plants stay alive. And if there is something like columnaris in the tank, I want to make sure we can get rid of it as much as possible. So there you have it. And I'll now show you what we're going to use to put her in a hospital tank. Hey guys, so I just want to show you real quick the setup we're going to use for the hospital tank. First we're going to need just a 4-quart bait bucket. I think I got this at Walmart a few years ago when I first got the saltwater aquarium. And so we're gonna keep Lilac in here, and then most importantly we're gonna have an air stone just to make sure that she's getting enough oxygen. Some people say you don't really need one because bettas are labyrinth breathers. They actually have lungs, they can breathe from the surface, but it's still important to keep the water agitated because we're not going to have any plants in there or anything. I did treat this to dechlorinate the water, and we did put some beneficial bacteria in there to establish that biofilter. And what we're going to use, I'm going to try to catch her in either this little cricket thing or hopefully this little half cup measurement, but if not, then I'll have to use a net. Just want to minimize stress on Lilac. So let's see what we can get her in. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is we made sure that we're using an air stone that has an actual plug, so we don't want it to run out. So we'll see how it goes. Lilac always likes to come to the surface for food, so this might be a lot easier than thought. The reason why I chose this little half cup measurement, one, because we don't have a 1 cup lying around for our aquariums, and 2, I just want to use as little as the tank water as possible. Got her. She's swimming along in a little bait bucket.
Jasmine, calm down. She's like, you haven't paid attention to me in 5 seconds.
Yeah, she's really annoying.
Jasmine, shh.
So guys, the last thing we want to note, since we're not really sure what's going on with Lilac, if it's just ammonia problems or columnaris, we want to make sure that we're at least going to give her a salt bath. We're going to do this for maybe a week, see if she gets better. Then we're going to continue on for at least another week, see if she improves. Just want to make sure those white scales on her gills go away. It is possible that she's just getting old, but we've only had her for maybe 4 or 5 months, so we can't imagine her getting old to the point that she's just turning white. So we're just going to use some API aquarium salt, and this is ½ teaspoon per gallon. And since this is a gallon, we're just going to use ½ teaspoon. And as you can tell, Jasmine is queen of the house on her throne. And it says rounded teaspoon, which is going to be interesting because this is like big salt. So I'm taking that to be rounded. You can see that there. And the important thing is you want to make sure it's dissolved before you put it in the container. So I'm just going to stir it around until it's fully dissolved. One thing you can do to help dissolve it faster is you can heat the water. But I'm really not going to do that because I'm going to put this water straight into the tank.
Jasmine.
Alright, so it pretty much looks dissolved. The key thing when you're doing this, it took us maybe 3 or 4 minutes to get all the salt dissolved. The technique that really works is you want to make sure that you're just keeping the salt in the current. Like if you can create a little underwater tornado or vortex, that'll help create the salt and get as much contact water with as much unsalted water as possible, if you can think of it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and add about half of this to the tank because I don't want to shock Lilac with too much of a change in salinity at once. So I'm going to add half of this and put the air stone in, and then we'll be done. Alright, so that was a little bit more than half, but now I'm going to put the lid on. Alright, so there's Lilac in her hospital tank. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you learned something, share it with your friends and family. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment down below in the video. And for more videos on our aquariums and Jasmine and our bearded dragon Ember and our tanks, or our garden, just subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and watch out for more videos. Thanks for watching.
Meow.